All right, let's dive into something truly mind-bending today. We're going to explore one of the most incredible ideas from Hindu cosmology, Anantakoti, the ancient concept of infinite universes. Have you ever just looked up at the night sky, at all those stars, and felt tiny? Of course you have, right? It's this incredible feeling of awe and wonder at just how massive the cosmos really is. Well, get ready for this. What if I told you that ancient Hindu scriptures take that feeling and amplify it by like a trillion? They talk about a reality so immense that our entire universe, yep, with all its billions of galaxies, is nothing more than a single atom in some much larger cosmic body. And this incredible idea has a name, Anantakoti Brahmandalu. It literally translates to countless creation eggs. Just picture that for a second. Each egg is a whole, complete universe. We are talking about a multiverse on a scale that is genuinely hard to wrap your head around. So how do we even begin to understand this? Well, there's an amazing story in the Srimad Bhagavatam Purana that really helps. And it all kicks off when the creator of our universe, Lord Brahma, is about to have his entire reality turned completely upside down. So the story goes like this. Lord Brahma, the being responsible for creating everything we know, decides he's going to pay a visit to Lord Krishna in his spectacular city of Dwaraka. And you have to understand, from Brahma's point of view, he's the guy, the one and only creator. So he's strolling up to Krishna's palace feeling pretty good about himself, as you would if you were the master of an entire cosmos. But then he gets to the front gate, and the doorman stops him, and he asks a simple question that's about to absolutely shatter Brahma's entire worldview. The doorman just looks at him and asks, "Which Brahma are you?" Can you even imagine the creator of everything being asked to specify which one he is as if there are others? Whoa! That single question, that's the key that unlocks this whole, much bigger reality. So obviously Brahma is completely baffled. He asks Krishna what on earth that meant. And Krishna, he doesn't just explain it, oh no. He puts on a show. He calls for a gathering of the Brahmas. Now, a quick but important fact. Our Brahma, the one for our universe, is known for having 4 heads. It's kind of his defining feature, symbolizing his creative power over the 4 directions. At Krishna's call, other Brahmas start to arrive at the palace, and our 4-headed Brahma realizes very, very quickly that not only is he not unique, he's actually one of the smaller creators in the room. What happens next is just mind-boggling. An unbelievable procession begins. First Brahmas with 10 heads appear, then come Brahmas with 20 heads, then 100. Soon there are creators with so many heads they can't even be counted, and every single one of them is the creator of their own universe. The number was simply countless. Our Brahma, who walked in there so confident, was now just one face in an infinite crowd of creators. He was completely humbled by the sheer staggering scale of reality. So after this whole parade of creators leaves, Krishna finally breaks it all down for him. He explains that this wasn't just chaos. There's a system to it all, a structured, hierarchical system of creation. And here's the crucial lesson. The size and complexity of a universe determines the power of its creator. So a Brahma with 100 heads, for example, he's responsible for a universe so much larger and more complex than the one our 4-headed Brahma takes care of. This cosmic hierarchy is even broken down into levels. You have a Brahmadam, which is kind of like our solar system, and that's managed by a form of Shiva. Then you go bigger to a Mahabrahmadam, think of that as a galaxy, overseen by a Mahashiva. And the Paramahabrahmadam, which covers whole groups of universes, is managed by an even higher form, Paramahashiva. So the Brahmas are like the architects, but the Shivas act as the cosmic janitors, maintaining these nested, almost fractal-like structures of existence. But the lesson wasn't over, not even close. After revealing the infinite nature of the physical cosmos, Krishna was about to unveil an even more profound truth about what lies beyond it. And this is the part that is just staggering. Krishna reveals that this entire spectacle, all the countless universes, the infinite Brahmas, every bit of material existence is only 1/4 of his total creative power, just 25%. The other 3/4? That exists in a spiritual realm, a reality entirely beyond physical creation. So, what are we supposed to do with all this?
How does this ancient concept change our own perspective? Well, it fundamentally reframes our place in the cosmos, that's for sure. The story wraps up with our Brahma, no longer proud, but deeply, deeply humbled. He finally understood that he was a small, yet still essential part of a divine creation that was infinitely grander than he had ever imagined. So the ultimate takeaway is this. 1, our universe is just one among countless others. 2, this whole creation is structured, it's hierarchical. And 3, all of this staggering physical reality, it's just a small fraction of a much larger spiritual existence. And that leaves us with a final thought to ponder. The idea of Anantakoti Brahmandalu isn't just about infinite space, it's about infinite possibility. It really makes you ask, if creation is truly without end, what other realities, what other amazing truths might be lying just beyond the limits of what we can understand right now?